Hi everyone and welcome back to some Path of Exile. It is time to face Sirus. So, I will commentate this after the fact actually. I wasn't able to do a live commentary. My voice is just a little bit rough, so I will probably have to pause in between a couple of sentences and stuff, but hey, let's go. Let's fight Sirus. Do I have the 1 million DPS that I normally want? No. Did I feel like it could be possible to beat Sirus just with good avoidance and stuff? I reckoned it was like 50-50. Mainly because even though I have went up against Sirus a couple of times now in the past leagues, I always had way better damage output, way more consistent damage output as well, right? So I was like, okay, I do know the mechanics, but I'm still not like... It's not like Al has mean, right? Where I know how to do the fight without getting hit once. And Sirus can throw some bullshit at you sometimes. That's just how it goes, right? It's not... Most of the things you can avoid if you spot them. But some stuff is just hard to see or hard to like get a feeling for when what will happen. So the start of the fight was a bit rough. I just thought, okay, just play it safe, don't look at his health bar, just try to dodge everything, try to get some damage in, try to not be an idiot and stand in degen zones, stuff like that, right? And I was like, okay, I will focus on having my brand down to trigger Frost Bomb, Cold Snap, and the Sniper's Mark. I did a good job in that regard, and I was like, I want to see what I need to do to get a couple of damage windows in, how many times I can cast when I have a window, how does that change, stuff like that, right? So, with a little bit of getting into the fight, as you see, the first phase wasn't actually that much of a problem. I honestly was thinking, okay, I didn't do too bad, I just have to watch out for what's coming now and after, right? So I usually am very worried about the final phase, not so much about the others, but I learned the hard way a couple of leagues back actually that you always have to take this guy serious, and the most annoying thing is that you have to deal with the guy on top, right? The guy at the floor level, you can pretty much dodge everything he throws at you once you realize what's coming, right? So the die beam is static, it doesn't track you in any way, so once you dash out of the way, that's free damage. The other projectiles, if you just strafe them, good damaging windows, right? But the thing is, we do not deal lots of damage. I mean, it's more damage than I was anticipating at first, that's for sure. Without flasks, without Wall Righteous Fire active, without going on more than 2 intensify stacks. I think 1 or 2 intensify stacks is what we always reach quite safely. Yeah, there's a 2, then there was a 1, there's a 3 and a 4 sometimes. But with 2 intensify stacks, it's around 500,000 Sirus DPS. With flask, yeah, with flasks that goes up to like 800k or 900k even. So with flasks we are not doing that bad. The important thing is, once we come in to the fight, we need to push up our power charges, because not only are they more damage for us, they increase our crit as well, right? Our crit strike chance, and we have some nodes with damage per power charge, so it's immensely needed that we have the power charges up. And as you saw throughout his storm phase, we actually lost all our power charges. Well, we did have 1 on hand, but that's because we have 1 minimum power charge at all times, right? So that is a little bit of another bonus, but it's not gonna save us. And here you see I was casting one spell too much, and with using spell echo, that means 2 casts, right? Because it repeats itself. You can flame dash out of that, but I was just not. I don't know. It was quite early in the morning, and I was not too focused. Here, perfect example. Sometimes the storms are like on top of you when you come out. Luckily, they did patch that a couple of weeks or months even ago, and the storms will let you pass after a little while. You might have to wait a little bit, as I had to do there. Yeah, just if it happens to you, as long as you have a place to stand, don't panic, just wait a little bit. I had to learn that as well. I mean, sometimes it was like, okay, I can't even stand somewhere, and then I had to go back to the door, and it solved itself after a little while. But yeah, it can be scary. And Sirus, as I said, it's a fight that I usually want higher damage output because I'm just not that good at the fight, which is a reason why I always want to try it regarding of my current damage output. Yes, I said under 1 million I do not want to fight this guy, and I think that's a fair number to have in mind, to be just quite honest about it. I honestly think I had too low of a damage for my skill level, right? So the higher your damage output is, the less you have to deal with his mechanics, which means you don't need that much skill, you can just burst him down. That sounds harsh, but it is. It is the truth. It is actually the truth. We can't slow him down too much, although we are chilling quite frequently. But hey, I mean, we are doing what we can here. We are really giving it our best. So far, I was doing fine for what I think of me, right? That's like, I'm doing okay right now. I'm okay with my damage output being low. For that, I'm playing it pretty well. And I'm happy about that, right? In my mind, I am happy about that. But it's just the longer the fight goes, the harder it becomes, right? The harder it gets, because you are primed to make more mistakes over time. And yeah, I mean, we will see what happens next. But I'm pretty sure there is a death coming up quite soon. I think I managed to get to the final phase without dying a second time, I mean, but that was close, right? That was really close. Also, my lightning golem practically has no health, right? He is just a cast buff, a cast speed buff. That's all he is, sadly. I did link him to meat shield actually, so I was like, okay, at least I want to have him defensive, right? I don't want to have him run into the fights and constantly die. But as you see, I mean, damage output from Sirus is enough to 1 or 2 shot my little lightning friend there, which is sad, which is a bit sad. Which is another reason why I would like to go back to Elementalist, right? Take advantage of the golem ascendancy nodes right there. So they get resummoned after 4 seconds when they die, stuff like that. But we are in the last phase, and I was like, okay, so far I did pretty well. Now it all depends on how good I can keep track of him, and I don't know, man. Sometimes it is logical where he is, and sometimes I just cannot do it. I don't know, really. I think I just need more practice. That's pretty much it. Like with every other boss fight, the more you fight them, the easier they get, right? But here, as I said, the damage output is a huge factor as well. I did get clipped by the die beam there. I was quite lucky to manage to get out, but even watching this back, yeah, that's what I thought. I actually walked into the storm at the edge there. I thought I was far enough to not get hit by that, and that was just that was on me, right? I didn't think I was able to get hit there. That's just a spacing mistake on my part, right? And it got punished immediately because, as you see, you are on 4.4k health with not even 500 energy shield. That's not too hot, right? That's not too hot. It is quite low. But honestly, I had such bad luck with drops. Honestly, no Exalted, a couple of Chaos, 2 good items to sell. Well, good items that were like 50 Chaos each. That's pretty much it. I had all around 300 Chaos at max. I think that was the absolutely high end, and here that is, I was like, oh god, I misplayed that so badly, and yeah, got fucking killed by the meteor. That never happens usually. That is so rare to happen. I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't paying enough attention or something, but that one was like, oh god, you massive idiot. That's so bad, right? That's actually, you're an idiot. What are you doing? The problem is, after you have such a death, you are screwed. You are screwed over by yourself because you start thinking like, fuck, did I really play that bad? Is that really on me? What did I do exactly to fuck that up so hard, right? And that can get really, really annoying, and it can really get to you, and you can forget to heal, you can forget to... I had that serious promise, right? All I had to do was pop that flask, get some damage in, and I would have healed up again. So yeah, that was the direct consequence of the death before. I was mad, I couldn't think at that moment. I was like, I'm playing this so badly, why did I do that? And I continued to play bad, right? That's just how it goes. And yeah, it's a bit sad, but well, it happens, right? I was like, okay, I just have to get back in, see what I can do. Almost walked into that again. A second death to the storm would have been too much for me, definitely. Yeah. Thoughts about the build? It's amazing in clearing maps, honestly. Very much fun. It struggles against bosses, and I got one shot there. That was quite unlucky. So yeah, I did the only thing I could do, which is take the last portal and try for the last time, right? So yeah, as I said, amazing mapper, really, really good clear speed, very fun to use with Herald of Ice, very enjoyable, very smooth to level as well, especially with an Elementalist, which is what I will be doing next with this build. But I don't know if this will be my league start next league, or if I give it a rest of a league or something. I don't know. I will have to see, honestly. But definitely want to go back to Elementalist. I think I can get better survivability out of that. And yeah, got dunked by the Die Beam. That's it, though. That's it. That is the league done for me. I don't have the will to continue playing. I was like, I want to see how this fight plays out, and that's it. And I'm good with that, right? So I am happy. Even though I did fail the fight, I'm happy that the build is doing well in map clearing, which is the most fun for me anyway, right? It did quite good in Delve as well. And yeah, I'm honestly happy with the build. I will go and do some theory crafting and maybe play test a little bit. But other than that, the league is done for me, and I want to say thank you very much for watching. And as always, take care. Bye.